Alright, we're back. Hello, everyone. Shit. Just saw the thing pop up for a skit. Okay.
Emil, are you okay?
Marta, who...
Emil.
Tenebrae says that I'm not Emil. But I have memories of my childhood. Vivid memories. With my mother and father.
Memories can lie. They were added after the fact, so you could play the part of Emil more convincingly.
Tenebrae, stop this!
Now that the enemy knows Lord Emil is Lord Ratatosk, it would be dangerous to keep him ignorant of his true identity. And as a servant of Lord Ratatosk, it is my duty to keep Lord Emil safe.
At least give him a minute to catch his breath. Emil, Daddy wants to see you. Will you come?
Brute wants to see me? Sure, I guess.
Good. He's downstairs. Let's go together.
Okay.
We go together.
I can't believe this. I was using a girl to save myself. A girl who told me she loved me. It's cruel.
You may have been cruel. As Lord Ratatosk, that is.
Huh?
But the part of you that is Lord Emil has given everything to protect Lady Marta. And I detected no calculation or self-interest in that.
Tenebrae.
This is only one centurion's impression.
Well done! You found me. I'm the mysterious gourmet, the Wonder Chef. I shall give you this as proof. Use it well. I'm fairly certain that we never actually found that last time. Well, that wasn't there oops. Okay, I went to the wrong floor. I'm fairly certain that wasn't there the last time we went there. But while we're here, let's stop in and buy some stuff. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Still can't make anything new from these.
Emil, Tenebrae said that memories can lie, and I agree with him.
Marta.
We all have a couple of misconceptions, or things we've convinced ourselves happened a certain way when they actually didn't. Memory isn't an exact science, but it's something we depend on. I mean, what else can we turn to in the end? But that doesn't mean that the journey you and I have shared so far is a lie. There's nothing false about it. I'm not sure the best way to say this, but the Emil I know is really Emil.
Thanks, Marta.
Commander Brute's condition is still serious. Try to keep your conversation brief.
Alright. Let's go talk to Commander Brute. Yeah, I think tonight I gotta install the next game because I think we're really close to the end. I don't 100% know, but...
Emil, correct? I'd like to thank you for saving my daughter.
It's fine. I'm sorry for what we did to you.
You needn't apologize. It's thanks to you I came back to my senses.
There was something you wanted to see me about?
I hear that you are close to Richter. I know I've done many terrible things, but allow me to give you one warning. The one who fashioned the Vanguard into the militant organization it is now was him. Do not trust Richter.
But...
I'm not saying this as an excuse for what I've done. I have a deep hatred for Tether Allah and the Church of Martel. I founded the Vanguard for my own reasons. But if it wasn't for Richter, the Vanguard would have never attained the sort of power it now wields. His words had a strange quality to them, a strong pull that I couldn't resist.
a strong pull.
I've ordered the surviving Vanguard members to lay down their arms. I'm sure most will follow my orders. But there are many others still loyal to Richter. They may regroup and thrust our world into chaos once again.
Marta, do you know where Richter went?
Regal and the others are trying to find out now.
After all I've done, I have no right to ask you this. But I want you to stop Richter. You bested me even while I was using the power of Solemn's core. I know you can do it.
But I might be the one who's going to destroy the world.
I'm afraid I must ask you to let Commander Brute rest now.
I'm counting on you.
There you are.
What is it, Presea?
We know where Richter went.
Fun fact, the chick who voices Presea is the same one who voices Alice.
Regal's waiting in the rooftop garden at Lezareno headquarters. Let's go.
Hey, Presea joins the party, cool.
Daddy looked like he used to.
He's been freed from the effects of the core. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. His wounds will need time to heal, but the doctor says he's making a strong recovery.
Take good care of him.
I will. I've been thinking, after our journey's over and Daddy's well again, I want to help him make up for what he's done.
You really love him, don't you?
Of course.
What? I'm gonna fart. It's done. A wild larvitar appears.
First Dex and now Commander Brute. The effects of the cores are more dangerous than I thought.
But I can't imagine Presea would change that much from how she is now.
No, me neither.
Really? Many people tell me I've changed a lot from how I used to be.
You have?
Like how?
Well, I didn't speak as much, and I didn't show any emotion. I also laugh more than I did before, and I have more of an appetite. But I've been told my original personality before everything happened was more bright and cheery than now.
Huh?
Sure. Back to the Lezareno building. Alright.
Lloyd!
Hey, Emil. We found Richter.
It appears he went to an old ruin known as the Otherworldly Gate.
Why would he go there?
That is where the Ginnungagap is located.
The legendary rift between worlds.
The Ginnungagap connects this world and Nibelheim, the demonic realm. It is where Lord Ratatosk created the door which he guarded, and the very spot where Aster was killed.
Richter might be using the Ginnungagap to get new powers from the demons.
Demons? What do you mean?
Richter's been making pacts with the demons of Nibelheim in exchange for their power.
Can he really do that?
He used that power to attack us. The only way he could have done that is if he'd already made a pact with them.
That's ridiculous. The demons of Nibelheim would not give their power without receiving something in return. Wait. If Richter seeks the death of Lord Ratatosk, that would be in their interest.
What do you mean?
The Ginnungagap is protected by Lord Ratatosk's existence. So long as Lord Ratatosk is alive, the demons are unable to open the gate.
So Richter's borrowing the power of the demons in exchange for killing Emil.
Am I really Ratatosk? I still can't believe it.
It's only natural that it wouldn't seem real to you. Your current personality is a fabrication put together by Lord Ratatosk. Lord Ratatosk's own memories are kept by the side all of you know as his Ratatosk mode.
Don't call him a fabrication!
I know it's hard to accept, Marta, but what Tenebre's saying is most likely correct.
Rain has thought from the very beginning that Emil's personality was established to protect another identity within himself.
So you think Emil isn't real either?
No. I think both of his personalities are as much Emil's as they are Ratatosk's.
I can't believe this.
I know this is difficult for you, and it'll take some time for you to sort out.
So I'm Ratatosk?
think I can shed some light on Emil's questions.
What do you mean?
I've made a pact, so I can't say anything about it for the time being. But I can take you to someone who can.
Please, take me to him.
I'd like to know too, and maybe whoever it is can tell us something about what you've been doing all this time, Lloyd.
Come to the World Tree. The tree's guardian will tell you what you need to know. I'll wait for you there.
Lloyd, wait!
Lloyd's not
So,
waiting.
Emil, what will you do? Are you gonna go there?
Yes. Of course I'm still worried about Richter. But first, I need to find out who I am.
You're taking me with you.
Why do you want to come? I might actually be Ratatosk. I might be trying to destroy the world.
I don't care about that. I've traveled with you all this time, and I know you're not that sort of person. We all know that, right, guys?
Thanks, everyone.
One of the others joined the party. Vector, do you want to scissor with Ratatosk?
The World Tree is the mana-producing tree that was born after the giant Carlon tree withered, correct? What is its name?
Well, that came out of the blue. Who cares? It's just a name, right?
If it has a name, I've never heard of it.
I'd like nothing more than to answer all your questions, Marta, my dear.
Zelos.
Don't worry, Presea. I won't break my promise to Martel.
Your promise to Martel? As in Martel the goddess?
Well, yeah, that's the one.
You met with Martel? That's incredible. I guess you really are the chosen of the church.
Martel helped us out quite a bit during our last journey.
No way! You actually got to meet a goddess?
Okay, one at a time. Settle down now.
What a clever way to change the subject.
No? Would you scissor with Tenebrae?
I wonder what the guardian of the World Tree is like. What will we do if he's mean and scary? Come on, Colette, don't start. You're gonna make me all nervous.
I, for one, hope the guardian is
Hell
a
no.
beautiful maiden. Come to think of it, I won't accept anything less.
At least you are consistent, chosen one.
Come on, rather than some buff axe-wielding dude, wouldn't you rather have a haughty guardian with a killer bod? I mean, I'd take an elegant petite guardian too, of course.
I hope the guardian has paw pads.
Yes, I concur.
Remember, we are speaking of the guardian of the World Tree. It's probably something akin to a centurion, filled with knowledge of the ancient world.
A creature like me? Then that would mean...
The Guardian's really old.
So, to sum up, the guardian is a wise old lady with a killer body and paw pads.
I really hope not.
What the fuck, Colette? Vector, do you want pop pads? Bailey had cute pop pads. Where the Tower of Salvation used to stand. Currently, something.
Ewan, so you're the guardian of the World Tree.
We ran into him briefly earlier in the game.
Lloyd told me everything that's happened. So Ratatosk is beginning to awake.
Please. Please tell me what's going on. What do you know?
Emil, what do you think you are? The summoned spirit Ratatosk? Or are you a human?
Well, I want to be human.
What's the purpose of trying to figure out what Emil really is? Even if there's some other personality inside of him, Emil is still Emil.
That's what I would like to believe as well. That Emil's human kindness is also the kindness of the summoned spirit Ratatosk.
Then I guess I really am the summoned spirit Ratatosk.
Essentially, that is true. Lloyd and I have been working to prevent Ratatosk from wiping out humans and half-elves.
Then you two have been trying to kill me. Just like Richter was trying to.
No, while Ratatosk is the summoned spirit of the giant Karlon tree, he is also the guardian of the Ginnungagap. Without Ratatosk, the Ginnungagap would open, and our world would become Niflheim's domain. We must make sure that never happens.
At the request of the summoned spirit Martel, we've been working to seal Ratatosk within the Ginnungagap.
Wait, what do you mean by that exactly?
We intend to bury Ratatosk and the Centurion's cores within the door as a permanent seal. It's the only way to ward off interference from Niflheim and protect mankind.
Why didn't you tell us all of this before? We could have helped.
We couldn't let Ratatosk know anything about what we were trying to do. Ratatosk has a vast network of monsters.
It wasn't safe to discuss our plan except near the World Tree. The tree is impervious to Ratatosk's influence thanks to the new name it received. Had Ratatosk known that we received these instructions from Martel, he would have sought the tree's new name and then stolen it away from her. If Ratatosk gained possession of the tree, we would have no means to oppose him. And all of you already know the name of the World Tree.
That doesn't mean we would have said anything. We promised Martel that until the World Tree was stable, we wouldn't speak of its new name.
But you mustn't forget the cores. They're beacons for ill intent that can cause their owners and everyone around them to go mad. If you were affected, you could have easily spoken the tree's name without meaning to.
But what about Lloyd?
As the name giver of the World Tree, I had Martel's protection. The core doesn't affect those blessed by the tree's summoned spirit.
But wait a minute. Why are you telling me all of this right now? Don't you remember? I'm Ratatosk.
As Ewan said, we want to believe in you, Emil.
Huh?
Think about it, Emil. Have you ever, even once, enjoyed hurting someone? Even as Ratatosk's true will began to show itself, Emil didn't disappear. We want to believe that that has meaning. That Emil is not an artificially created personality. It's another spirit within Ratatosk. His conscience.
So what you're saying is that even if Ratatosk wakes up, there's a chance he won't try to destroy everyone?
Yes. If Ratatosk isn't the enemy, there's no need for us to seal him within the Ginnungagap.
Lloyd has huge hands.
That's why I'll protect Emil, and Ratatosk's conscience. Maybe together we can find a way for everyone to live in peace.
Thank you, Lloyd.
We must find a way to merge the two personalities of Emil and Ratatosk into one single entity.
Chocobo, you're not enjoying this?
If is able to survive, then Ratatosk will no longer be our enemy.
And what if I disappear?
What's wrong with it?
We'll seal Ratatosk inside the Ginnungagap.
What'll happen to Emil's memory if we merge his two personalities into one?
We have no idea. Maybe only the stronger of the two will remain, or they could mix together.
Wait a minute. So you're saying there's no way to find out? Well, that's just the same as telling Emil he could die.
You're right. That's why we asked Martel if there was a good way to do this.
She told us to seek the help of the summoned spirit of heart in Asalia. I will give you all Rayards. With them, you can travel far more efficiently.
Really not a fan of the story? Oh well.
Thank you for your help.
Emil, I hope you understand that there's no guarantee this will keep you safe, but it's all we have right now. Of course, it's ultimately your choice. I'll leave the decision up to you.
I'll go and see the summoned spirit of heart.
We're getting to the end, Chocobo, don't worry.
All right then. Let's go.
I'm fairly certain we should be done it this week. Barring any shenanigans. Like I said, there's still... Emil obtained the title Summon Spirit Ratatosk. Barring any issues. My controller shut off because that cutscene was so long ago. Lloyd joined the party, yay! What does Lloyd have equipped anyway? The Gangrad. The summoned spirit of the ancient world tree, administrator of the world's mana, and guardian of the door to the demonic realm. It's time for you to confront your true self. Lots of ether attack, physical attack. Hey, we're exactly 40 hours. Anyway, so yeah, I strongly suspect we will be done by the,
You all knew the
end of the
World
week.
Tree's name, but hid it from us.
Sorry, Mr. Teneby.
I suppose I can forgive you. After all, the World Tree is no longer under the dominion of Lord Ratatosk. It has been entrusted to a new tree spirit.
Oh, right, which is apparently named Martel as well. Does it have some connection to the goddess Martel?
I wouldn't call it a connection. They're one and the same thing.
What?
Think of it this way. There was this woman worshipped as a goddess. She risked her life to regenerate the world, and then she was reborn as a tree spirit.
So the goddess became a summoned spirit? This world doesn't have a goddess anymore? What about the angels of Crucius?
I cannot say for certain whether or not any gods exist, but Crucius, the host of angels so revered by the Church of Martel, no longer exists in this world.
They set out for a destination much, much farther away than the heavens. Then they abandoned humanity?
There comes a time when all children must fend for themselves. Perhaps we should think of ourselves as having reached adulthood.
I see, but now that we're without a goddess, what will become of the Church of Martel?
Jury's still out on that one. They might go on worshipping a god that's no longer there, or maybe they'll change their focus to Martel in her spirit form. Whatever the case, the Church of Martel is on the decline. It may just fade away on its own.
True. And we all know in Tales of Fantasia that it doesn't actually go well. Hang on. I saw another thing pop up.
Lloyd, do you have a moment?
Sure, what is it?
I existed in this world even before it was divided in two. This was before the existence of both Crucius and the goddess Martel, and naturally the religion founded in her name.
Right, I guess that makes sense. The Church of Martel wasn't formed until after the world split.
It was way back then that I first met a half-elf by the name of Martel. She had a brother, younger than she by some years. He was called Mythos, the boy now known as Mythos the Hero.
You met Mythos?
Yes, they were very close. At that time, they were searching for some way to save this world, the goddess Martel. Mythos the Hero. I cannot believe that the name of Mythos' sister was mere coincidence. Does this mean that the origin of the Church of Martel is...
Yes, it's just as you suspect.
Then the spirit of this new tree truly is the Martel I once knew.
It's not only Martel, though.
Whatever became of Mythos? Have you heard anything?
When we regenerated the world, Mythos lent us his power.
Is that true? Then where is he now?
Mythos became the World Tree. Or at least that's what I believe.
Huh?
So Mythos was the final boss of the first game. The weather around here is finally back to normal. There aren't so many monsters out and about anymore, too.
Sorry I couldn't say anything earlier.
Lloyd!
Hey, we figured you had your reasons, but still you gotta let us join in the fun too.
I plan to from now on.
Please count on us.
Besides, now that we're not spending all our time worrying about you, we can really focus on the task at hand.
I don't know. Having Lloyd with us might give us more to worry about than ever before.
What was that, Genus?
I believe you'll be forced to endure accusations and aspersions wherever we go. Are you up to it?
I'll just have to work to win back the trust I've lost, one day at a time. I think that's all I can do.
And we'll be there to help you.
Hey, it's good to be back, everyone.
Yeah. Alright, let's take our last break. We'll take, we have 30 minutes left to stream. We can probably get through a good chunk of this. See you in a moment.